What is going on, guys? Good morning. What's up? Another day. It is a Monday here in Melbourne. Let me just pop this stuff up, guys. Give me a sec. What is going on, guys? The first hello of the day is going to be morning. One person watching. Awesome. It's probably me. Just me. Just tweeting that I'm going live. Give me a sec, guys. All right. Going live on YouTube. All right. All right. We'll wait a little bit till people join this. I think there's like literally no one here. I think I'm talking to myself. I think I'm talking. Everyone's caught up in the FTX drama. Yeah, we'll just wait a little bit, guys. And by guys, I'm talking to myself. Monday morning. Good morning from the UK, says Joff. Joff, you give me hope, homie. The first one here. You're like the only one here. Oh, 5 people watching. Awesome. All right. It is a beautiful, or is it a beautiful Monday morning? It is a Monday morning here in Melbourne. It's very cold and gloomy. Thunderstorms last night. I think it was a hint to what I would wake up to this morning. It was crazy. Just turned the what do you call it? Just turned Twitter on at like 5:30 a.m. and gone down the rabbit hole again about the FTX story. So we'll jump into a little bit about that. I want to see if we're on the same page as to what's going on. I try and cover NFT news, but much of the time I'm stuck doing crypto and NFTs because they're connected, right? All this stuff that's going on with FTX and crypto.com does influence the industry, so it is important somewhat to go through the crypto stuff. What's going on? Lakshya Sharma, what's up? What's up? Westside Benny checking in from the UK too. Got 2 people from the UK. Lee says, hey, how are you doing? Good morning from Berlin. Another one from Europe. England won the World Cup. Yeah, they did. England won the World Cup. Congratulations to the English. Wow, I actually stopped watching that after Pakistan finished their batting. I think I watched. It was actually pretty interesting, but then I don't have TV in my home. I mean, I have a TV, but for some reason the digital, like the digital channels don't work. Like the TV channels, for some reason with my TV. So the only thing I can watch is Netflix. So I couldn't keep up with the rest of the match. But yeah, T20 is just so exciting these days, right? Kind of sad India didn't make it though. A little bit bitter about that. We were watching that here. A bit of good news. Yeah, so congrats to the English. They won the World Cup. That's pretty cool. A bloody strong team though. Bloody strong team. 10 people watching. We'll probably start in a couple of minutes, guys. But yeah, I wanted to go through the happenings of the unfolding of what's going on crypto.com and some of the stuff that's being caught up with FTX. I want to see if you guys have any information to share. And we'll talk about a couple of, looks like Messi and yeah, it looks like Messi has done something with NFTs recently. And Neymar as well, right? Neymar has also done something with NFTs. So there's been some NFT happenings. I don't know how it's gone, but yeah, there's still some interest on the NFT industry. I feel like a very small amount of people care about NFTs these days. It's insane. Like I feel like 98% of the industry is left. It's very similar to 2018 vibes. I'll tell you, 2018 and now seems very similar. Like you now know, if you're new to NFTs and crypto, you sort of get the gist of how NFTs may have been in 2018, back when there wasn't many people. I mean, 2017 saw a boom in crypto, and then CryptoKitties was at the tail end of 17, And then 2018, everyone was coming off the high of, the Decentraland auction. People were running away from the industry because crypto was crashing. And a lot of people were sort of moving away. So you can now see how that all happens, right? If you're new to crypto. Have you started to respond to the people who DM'd you about the job openings you advertised on Twitter? Lee, no, I have not. In fact, it is Monday here. I took a break on the weekend. Don't work on the weekends. I've got a strict rule now. I do not work on the freaking weekends. All right. I got 2 phones. I've got 2 phones now. All right. One sec. Yeah, I got 2 phones. And these 2 phones are mine. One is personal, right? This is personal. This one, got the red on it. My work phone. All my work stuff, my work Twitter, Matty DCL blogger, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, everything is here. It stays in this room. And when I go out, I do not take this phone. It's the only way I've been able to keep sane, guys. But I will respond to it. Okay, I will respond to it. I'm very grateful. About 30 to 50 people messaged. Monday, Tuesday is when I'm going to start responding to some. Really need someone to start helping to curate some of this news, helping with content. I'm going to go Twitter mad in the sense of making content and stuff. We'll get really, really into it. Altered State Machine also announced a partnership with FIFA. Did they? You didn't see that. What the heck? Good one. Altered State Machine FIFA. Does that happen? Has it? FIFA. Let me see if that's a thing. Yeah, looks like it did 5 days ago. We'll read into a bit of that, eh? We'll read into that. If or for whenever ETH goes to 4K, everyone will jump in NFTs. Yeah. Yep. Not your keys, not your coins makes sense, but what's the stuff on NG? Should we think about NFTs the same, in your opinion? Do you mean Nifty Gateway? Do you think about NFTs the same? Yeah, I guess you should. You should, yeah, you should, right? At the end of the day, like NFTs that exist on a central exchange, whether it be Nifty Gateway or Crypto.com or anyone, they've got access to it. They can do whatever they want. NFTs, I mean, I guess with cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum, cryptos can shadily leverage that or use customer funds to do activities across the space. But with NFTs, you can't really do that. So I would imagine, like, at the very least, if a company goes insolvent, they'll send the NFTs back. But you never know, right? This is crypto. So you just learn to not put faith in anyone but yourself. That's what you learn in time. Al Castellanos, cool last name. What's up? What's up? All right. So let's get into it a little bit, guys. A bunch of different things has been happening. We'll talk about a bunch of this stuff. Yeah. All right. Let's switch to. I'm still getting used to my streaming daily, so excuse me if I ramble on a little bit too much. But we're going to the desktop. All right, so Fubar over here, who generally does post some very interesting stuff and developments in technical aspects of crypto. So always appreciative of Fubar's tweets. It goes short stories. So Dimitri over here says a day or two ago, I'm hearing from reliable sources that Crypto.com, KuCoin.com, and several big OTC desks had huge exposure to FTX and are basically screwed. I think I read this like a few days ago and I was like, ooh, I don't think that maybe I was thinking that this is just sort of noise and this isn't anything important, but hey, you never know, right? Like today or yesterday, some stuff has come out. So Chris, Crypto.com, comes out and says this is obviously false. Our direct exposure to FTX meltdown is immaterial, less than $10 million in our own capital deposited there for customers' trade execution. Right, okay. So 24 hours until you declare bankruptcy, that seems to be the pattern. So Fubar's going at it. Anyone know why? So this is where things get interesting. So anyone know why Crypto.com would send 320,000 ETH, 82% of their ETH today, to Gate.io on October 21? So it looks like they sent it to this exchange. There's a bunch of different transactions here, and Gate.io would send back 285,000 ETH. So it looks like there's a 35,000 ETH discrepancy. Something's going on. Right. Everyone's hunting down crypto exchange wallets now. I guess there's just like this rush to figure out and make sure no other crypto exchange is doing anything shady. Crypto.com says that all user funds are held offline in cold storage. The funds are sent by so and so. And this is where it gets like concerning. Right? This is where it gets concerning. So we're trying to get some answers over here. And Chris over here comes and says, it was supposed to be a move to a new cold storage address, but was sent to a whitelisted external exchange address. We worked with Gate team and the funds were subsequently returned to our cold storage. New process and features were implemented to prevent this from reoccurring. So it was an accident. Accidentally, Crypto.com sent 320,000 ETH. 320,000 ETH to Gate.io, and they're freaking lucky it was Gate.io that sent back 285,000 ETH. Because that's insane. Like, that accident could have happened. They could have sent it to a freaking contract address where that money's irretrievable, and then boom, they got $500 million. 320,000 ETH is literally 500 million US dollars, right? That's crazy. That's scary. I don't know about what you guys think. That is freaking scary. Like, all right, exchanges get hacked because their processes aren't good enough. I mean, that's concerning in itself. But mistakes like this, and the thing about crypto, right? The thing about crypto is it's not like banks. You do a mistake with a bank, you can usually call up and they can rejig the numbers and sort of fix you up, right? With crypto, there is none of that. You send money, you send tokens somewhere, and it's at their discretion that they send it back. You got to be damn lucky for them to send it back. Wow, that's a very scary statement. It's an accidental send. Now, that makes me really cautious of anything crypto related. So I woke up to this like it was my 5:20 a.m. I checked up my Twitter and I was just reading these messages and I was like, oh shit, I'm not going to do any work this morning. So I was just going down the rabbit hole. So what does this mean? It's sort of like exchanges are risky. They've always been risky, just because of the nature of tokens. Seed phrase, you get the seed phrase, you get the tokens. It's probably the scariest thing about anything crypto related, right? And when it comes to crypto exchanges and all that, and if seed phrases are locked in a vault, you're still leaving it up to someone, an employee, to make sure that that's okay. There's still systems in place which still make it scary. So I think like in time, much of these events, and this isn't the first time crazy things happen in crypto. Like crazy things happen in crypto all the time. I think the scariest part is that these things happening customer money. Like Crypto.com didn't get these funds back. Everyone in the Crypto.com exchange would be pretty screwed. If they got $500 million of customer funds completely vaporized, that's insanity, right? Anyway, let's move on. But the more you stay in crypto, the more you have to learn that self-custody is everything. I did a tweet, I wouldn't keep any more funds in a centralized exchange unless it's to transfer cash out. Seriously, this is the whole crypto. Stop everything you're doing and learn self-custody ASAP. And there's some really nice options out there, guys. I'm going to quickly just go through some stuff. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Gnosis vaults. It's what a lot of companies use to manage treasuries. So Gnosis is an interesting Web3 platform that allows you to have vaults, right? It's called a safe. So it allows you to have safes, which are basically Ethereum addresses. But to move things out of those Ethereum addresses, multiple people have to sign off on those. So if you and your brother or someone, maybe you and your mom, your brother, your dad, or someone in your family, your friends, maybe 3 or 4 of them are signatories, and 2 or 3 out of the 4 have to move the funds out. Gnosis is actually how a lot of really big firms keep custody of things. Play around with it, right? So you can see here someone's submitted a transaction to go out. Outgoing transfer is 100 ETH. 3 people have confirmed that, and only then will that ETH exit that contract. And all of this stuff is done via smart contracts. So no one runs Gnosis. All of this is open source, I believe. You can see here 100 ETH has gone out. One person, Bob, has rejected. So the transaction doesn't happen. So usually what people do is they'll put 3 signatories and they'll say, all right, well, 2 out of the 3 have to sign. So, you know, if I get hacked and I submit a transaction, someone else has to accept that. So usually, you know, it's a little bit more safer because the attack vector is not just one person. There's no seed phrase, I believe, of that ETH address, that vault that gets created. So Gnosis is an interesting one to explore. Then you got your hard wallets, which are, you know, they're USB sticks that can be disconnected to your computer, right? They're not as easy to hack into a MetaMask. I just feel like having your own systems in place is just more safer over time. Once you learn this, you feel much more safer of your money being here than it would in some exchange. Like, I don't know, like crypto.com could go down. Who the hell knew FTX went down? And if this boils over, like, the ripple effect sometimes is pretty crazy in crypto. Like, sometimes what happens is an exchange or something, a big hack happens, that affects others. Suddenly people panic, get their money out of crypto. That tanks the UST, that untethers the USDT price, right? That starts to break its one peg, starts to go to 80 cents. And who knows, if one of these major exchanges goes down, that's actually backing this USDT, maybe that goes down. Like, who knows how crazy this is going to get, right? Anyway, this is why the companies that end up surviving the NFT industry or the crypto industry are warriors. They're the ones that, okay, these guys have survived for 4 to 5 years. They seem like they're investable. Yeah, crazy things. John says smash the like button. Yeah, please smash the like button. Let's get that going. Looking at the market, yeah, CRO crypto.com looks like it's dropped 25%. Pretty insane drop for crypto.com, now taking a hit. And that's going to be scary because it's gone the way of FTX. FTX now at $1.53, $1.46. That's insane. Insanity. Look at this drop. Look at this drop. I don't think it's even seen that level since it went public. That's less than its public price. Oh my god. And if you go to market cap, that doesn't really matter. Jeez, that's I don't know what's going on with FTX now. $1.46. Trade volume's $400 million. No one knows what the hell the circulating supply is anymore. All a mess, right? Okay. I'm gonna get into a bit of NFT stuff. I'll get into a little bit of NFT stuff. Free the Fib says crypto can be really safe if you know how to use hardware wallets. Totally agree. If you learn self-custody and you are on top of your own security, it can be absolutely safe. You know, people lock their seed phrases in vaults, they dig them into the ground. I know it's like super old school stuff, but I don't know, like other people aren't that sophisticated. You would think like banks and stuff with high security are like super sophisticated. In crypto, you just find that that's not the case. It's not the case. $13 Sol. Oh my goodness. Whole market's getting wrecked. Anyway, so Free the Fib says I was affected by both the Medibank and Optus hack, and I haven't been with Optus in 8 years. Security is key. Yeah, totally right. Totally agree with you. Oh, let's get into some NFT stuff, guys. So soccer superstar Lionel Messi joins the NFT game Sorare as investor and brand ambassador. That's a pretty big deal for Sorare. If you guys do not know what Sorare is, let me open it up. These guys have been around for a very long time, making sort of like a fantasy league sort of game mechanics, I believe, where you can buy players and you can verse them and win prizes and stuff. I don't know how they're doing in terms of volume as of recent days. Looks like they're not really selling that much, actually. 0.006 ETH every day. I mean, back in the day, these guys were doing some pretty big volume. In fact, every single day they were doing like 300 to 400 ETH volume back in the day. Seem to have slowed down a little bit, unless I'm on the wrong contract or something. But Sorare, I actually think, has seen the biggest investment round ever. Sorare actually did a 680 million. Where's the camera? 680 million US dollar round. This was back in September 2021. They raised 680 freaking million dollars on their Series B, right, to build out the platform. So SoftBank fund team, blah blah blah, and these guys were getting pretty much all of the soccer teams to pay attention and to sort of build like an NFT soccer project. 680 million, that's insane. So looks like they've brought on Messi as a brand ambassador. I'm pretty sure that they have a lot of capital to incentivize these guys to come and join. Let's see what his participation is. Lionel Messi, one of the biggest Argentine soccer superstars, has announced his participation as an investor and brand ambassador in Sorare, an NFT game Sorare hopes that Messi's presence will improve the way in which the company relates to users, setting new standards in the regard. In this regard, the economic details of the deal were not disclosed. Yeah. As part of the partnership, Sorare announced that Messi took a stake in the company. So he's now an official. Would you call him an investor, or he'd be an equity owner? If he didn't part with his money, we wouldn't really call him an investor, right? Because he didn't invest anything. Sorare announced that Messi took a stake in the company without disclosing the numbers behind the transaction. So, to Sorare, Messi's partnership is a milestone for the company, which had previously seen interest from other Spanish players. Gerard Piqué. I hope I'm not butchering these names. World Cup around the corner. Messi's deal would also include the creation of new experiences on the platform. On this development, Sorare's CEO and co-founder Nicholas Julius stated, Messi's crypto ties to Messi getting close to cryptocurrency, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. You know what? Maybe we should get the Sorare team up here. I do know them. I've been in touch recently before on some stuff, but that's pretty big. And then Neymar came across, and it looks like he's dropped an NFT collection. So NFT superstar Neymar has come across and dropped this thing called what is it? It's called NFT Star or some sort of, what is it? So this was an NFT Star pass for another player, but this one over here, BMM Neymar Jr. looks like there's 4,000 avatars from Neymar. I mean, Neymar's a pretty big superstar. Whether or not this is going to do anything, I have no clue. I don't know what these are going to do. It looks like it says here, join a community of fans who are diving into the evolutionary story that transports sports icons into a new and exciting universe, with fans unlocking perks and prizes along the way. Would love to know what that means. Jungle vibes. It looks like it is, but I think they had a Twitter Spaces on the Friday or the Saturday, and there's like 20,000 people that joined. What is going on here? What is this? 68,000 items. What is this? Does that mean 68,000 NFTs? Like PFP NFTs? Oh no, it can't be right. Anyway, so looks like celebrities still kind of coming in. Oh, it looks like Neymar's got his own avatar over here, so he's put it as his little link up here, and there is some interest. Now, who knows what's going to happen? I've actually read some of what these guys do, and it looks like there are, you know, merch drops and signed memorabilia that's going to go out to some of the token holders, which is cool. It'd be also cool that everyone starts to get, say, digital shoes of Neymar that's usable in virtual worlds, right? Like, that's how this can evolve. Now, whether it's going to go that way, I don't know. Beast mode metaverse. It'd be interesting to get them here. Maybe we will look at getting that here. I don't know if you guys are interested. It'd be interesting to dive a little bit deeper into this. How are these guys thinking? I've got none of these NFTs, right? But I want to know, how are these guys thinking? Do they have the right mindset? Are they actually creating something big? Do they have a team of like, 10, 20 people building out their virtual experiences? Like, what's going on behind the scenes, right? And then the Sorare team. Let's see if we can get these guys on the podcast, on the streams. So yeah, a little bit of that. I came across this thing over here, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Beeple. Well, first of all, I saw Beeple's tweet, which is always scarring every time I see it, freaking out. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And it looks like this was a creator that built this brand called Beeble Blocks. Presents My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, a Genesis collection. The collection is an exploration of otherworldly cityscapes and dark fantasies in the visual aesthetic of Beeble's distinct style with abstract digital paint, blah, blah, blah. Kind of like it. Again, I don't own any, okay? This is just stuff that I come across. Super, super nice. I love the artistic style when it comes to this. This is the virtual experiences that I'd love to have one day. Just walk in and there's this big giant, whatever the hell this is, walking around. But it looks like Beeple did this, and now that collection is going nuts, I believe. Yeah, I just saw it on ranking, so it looks like it's had 52 ETH volume. Okay, so it's much of its volume has been done in the earlier days. So that's interesting. I don't know if that legitimizes the project or not. Yeah, this is the Neymar drop. It looks very simple, I will admit. Looks super, super simple. I don't know who actually ended up buying any of these. I don't want to say anything bad or good about it. Maybe they've got some plans behind it. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Usually what happens when there is a drop, though, is there was silence for like a year or so. So we'll see if that's not the case. This one's interesting. You guys just told me about this, so I'm honestly just reading this right now. So, Web3 AI company Altered State Machine teams up with FIFA to launch smart football game. Players can build their own teams and compete against others in an AI-driven football game in the metaverse. That's pretty cool. Honestly, can't see that beast mode thing doing anything ultimately. I initially think that. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it, but I initially think it, right? I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'd be interested if you could get Immutable X on here. Maddie says free the fib. I can. Robbie and I are, we are in touch here and there. IMX. Let's I'll reach out to him this week. So this is Monday today. I'll reach out to about 4 or 5. Let's line some up for later this week or next week. So guaranteed, guaranteed next week we will have some people that will jump on this, right? Maybe we can call it behind the curtains or something, some sort of segment that reveals stuff about what's going on behind the scenes of certain projects. Because we want to know, right? We're investors. We want to know what's going on. People actually tweeted and said it's not him, which gave Beeble exposure. Oh, okay. Right. ASM is a sleeping giant. Yes, it starts off as a free World Cup prediction game. That's so rare, I believe. Oh no, that's beast mode. I don't even know. Web3 AI company. So these guys, Altered State Machine. I think they have their own thing, right? So Altered State Machine. I think they had like these basically their AI ASM. Is it these guys? Yeah. There is a lot of supply around here. I don't know what that, how to even start looking at this ecosystem. It is interesting though. I mean, FIFA is pretty big, right? Let's go back to the announcement. So players can participate in a game where they predict the real world FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 matches. They can also unlock 4 collectibles that will become their smart players in the FIFA World Cup AI League. The league comes with a 10-week prediction component that is built to complement the real-time World Cup tournament. Web3 AI company Altered State Machine today announced a partnership with FIFA to launch a smart football game experience called AI League FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 edition ahead of the real-life FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Altered State Machine, that's another really good one to talk to. If you guys know any of these guys, please get them in touch. I would love to talk to them. The game, which begins with prediction challenge on November 20th, Altered State Machine will introduce AI characters to the casual gaming audience. FIFA will work with Altered State Machine under the Futureverse ecosystem to create an exciting new online gaming experience for future fans. Okay, cool. So you pick characters, and I think they use AI to just model them playing the game, right? The launch of the AI-driven game marks another step for FIFA in expanding its Web3 strategy. In September, FIFA launched its NFT platform. Did they? I had no idea. Jesus, I've been bloody MIA for so long. Didn't even know that. FIFA Plus Collect, allowing football fans to own and collect FIFA World Cup moments. See if I can get someone from FIFA here. That'd be pretty cool, eh? That's insane. I didn't even know that existed. FIFA Collect. FIFA Collect Plus will launch later this month. FIFA Collect Plus will be available on FIFA Plus, the Football Association digital entertainment platform. Okay. Jeez. All this stuff happening, and I think it's a bit confusing because a lot of people that originally contributed to the NFT industry were crypto people. The average person doesn't give a crap about NFTs. For them, they're just buying JPEGs, right? So it'll be interesting to see how these now companies, when they launch their strategies to the masses, how would they kind of go about things? So FIFA to launch the new NFT platform, FIFA Plus Collect. Let's take a look at that a little bit deeper. I'll see if I can get someone from FIFA to come chat here. Over 147,000 Reddit NFTs were minted. Yeah, recently. This is a really cool website here, NFT Gators. I'm impressed by this. Shout out to them. I'm impressed by the NFT news coverage. Go straight to the point, and they give us exactly what we need. I think Reddit also had like a recent NFT collection that dropped. 147,000 Reddit NFTs were minted. It's pretty cool. Gen 1 is called ASM Brains. You're looking at Gen 2. Okay. Okay. So there's West Side Benny. Benny's schooling me a little bit over here. All right. So Gen 1, they got Gen 1, Gen 2. Interesting. Search ASM Brains. They'll pop up. Okay. I'll do it for you guys. ASM Brains. ASM Brains. So is that the Gen, right? That's the Genesis one. It is. It must be. Because there's 10,000 of those. They must have popped off over the weekend. So 8,500 ETH volume, pretty good. 0.7 ETH original price. When did they launch? So Jan. They launched in Jan. I would love to get these guys here. If you guys know the team, let them know that Matty's interested. And if they could reach out on Twitter or something. Or if there's a contact that I could reach out to. I'd love to get them out here. Have you seen Reddit Free World Cup avatars so far? 250,000 minted. Yeah, I've seen them. Are they free, right? I think Reddit's goal is just to give every single human being an NFT on their platform. Introduce them to NFTs, introduce them to a marketplace, and then maybe monetize through the sales of wearables. Skins, digital skins are the biggest freaking industry when it comes to digital monetization. And you know that because of Fortnite, right? Fortnite makes a ton of money from just the sales of digital skins. So I think it's every company's strategy to add some individuality to someone's profile and start to experiment with monetization through wearables. I think that's their goal. Matty, what's your opinion on stable diffusion AI image generation? I don't know what that is. I think I do know what that is. Stable AI image generation. Diffusion. Is that the thing that you just deposits your face in and it gives you a ton of generated images? I think I saw that somewhere, right? It was made by some random dude. Yeah, some random guy made it, right? I think he tweeted it. It's pretty cool. I think it's pretty damn cool. Super, super cool. I think artists are you're gonna be a little bit less in demand. I mean, artists and their creativeness is always super cool. But AI is starting to start to look at creativity, and maybe you add a picture of yourself and you say, all right, well, I want it like this or that, and boom, it'll spit out a bunch of different images of you now in a game mode or this or that. I think AI is going to get super interesting where you can just upload. You can look. I reckon AI is going to get to a stage where you put in a picture of your backyard and it's going to give you 100 different landscaping options, right? And it's got one click and you're going to order all of that stuff to your house. And then you click another button and an AI-based robot's going to build it all out for you. This is like 2,200. But AI is going to run the world. We think software is going to eat the world. I think AI, yes, being software, but self-learning software is going to eat the mother freaking world. I think that's going to happen. What about Gala Games? Not sure. I haven't really looked into their ecosystem that much, right? I know they're spending some insane amount of money on parties and stuff, or just events and stuff back in the day. Nick, I tagged you on Twitter. Get connected to them. Worth a deep dive. Thanks, Nick. They have a comprehensive white paper, not your standard BS white paper. Cool. I have heard their name a couple of times, right? So Altered State Machine has come up quite a few times. I wonder if we can do something with Medikey and Altered State Machine. We'd love to know what they're doing. We're building a virtual game. Maybe we can add them to our game, right? I think you can plug them into. So I'll tell you what's missing with our game. So we're building a game here called New Ganymede, right? And maybe it's not missing. I actually just don't check in with the team as often as I should. So they're probably on it already. But this is our little Decentraland Tetris game, by the way. Did we build that? We didn't freaking build that. We built that? Oh, that's the Metaverse. That's the Metaverse Festival. Okay. I mean, we built some cool shit, but I don't remember seeing that on our Discord. But yeah, if I scroll down, guys, I was trying to show you this the other day, but it didn't go through. So we're building a game where you can run around with your avatar and build stuff, right? You can build your own houses and things. So maybe some stuff that I would love to add to this is people that don't have avatars and want to come in and display themselves in certain ways. It'd be interesting to see if there's an AI generated assistance we can get in some way. Whether that means even just playing the game. So I mean, you can just play the game. You can walk around, but it's a world where AI can be experimented with. So I'd be totally open to speaking with them about Medikey. This is a player housing, so you can actually you can have a beachfront property, and you can customize your own home. You can see here experimenting with moving around blocks of your own home and customizing that, right? The New Ganymede will be a product that we'll be building for all the Medi key holders. So if you have one, you'll be getting loot drops and all kinds of stuff. I think I meant to say that. But you'll be getting stuff for Medi key, right? But yeah, I am down to talk to them. Super down to talk to them. ASM, that is. I tagged you. Yep. I think we'll see movies fully made by AI. All you have to feed is a novel. That is an interesting concept. Just feed it. Oh, that'd be super cool. And then anyone could really make a movie, right? And then you could have the characters with a facial overlay of anyone. I mean, Angelina Jolie could play a character, or even the voice could be AI, right? Oh man, this world's gonna get real insane real quick. It'll be even more reason to, and then maybe that movie could be transitioned into a metaverse experience where it's completely immersive and you go in there and you're actually living the movie. The movie exists, you one click, you're in there and you're actually going through the storyline. And then metaverse experiences will be AI generated. It's insane. It's gonna get insane. It's gonna get insane. All right, guys. It's been fun. 37 minutes of streaming with you guys, just talking. I don't even know what we talked about, but bouncing ideas and sharing my mind with your mind is always fun. Thank you for everyone joining in. It's going to be recorded and played on YouTube. Again, every single day, Monday to Friday, I'll be here. This second week, we are into the second week of me streaming. Last week, I did Monday to Friday. This week, I will do it again. And then we're going to assess to see if I should continue streaming every day, right? So far, it's been doable because we've been doing 35 minutes. And this time is a good time because it's just before. I'm looking at my hand like I have a watch. I got no watch. But yeah, it's been good, guys. So let's connect again tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Melbourne time. I will see you.